Hello and welcome to Jarvis Labs, and today we're going to review of the brand new Super Cool Tack plate. We just got one arrived here with this new kit. So we have the Endless Loop Express Train kit. So we're going to use the SD files from this. I want to test it out on this new plate. And if we just take a look now at the slicer files, we can see why this is a quite good test. We've got lots of little parts. As you can see, previously I've done lots of prints like this with many parts in one sheet on the A1 Mini, and with the PEI plate you often get like one or two parts what do not stick, or they kind of fall off mid-print. And why does this cause an issue is because when one or two fail, you can kind of screw up the rest of the parts. Either it's going to get stuck on the printer head, what's not good, or it's going to get loose and then you're going to have a bunch of stringing on certain areas. And that's, well, more mess, and it normally messes up your other parts. And a small printer what's printed really fast, like the A1 Mini, this can be an issue. And for this test today, we actually have some new filament. We have the new PLA wood from Bambu Labs, and I picked up one of their Sparkle, the Galaxy Sparkle one as well, and we're going to use that for the black parts. But for the tracks, I think it'd be quite cool to use it in this wood filament. And we're also going to be testing this against a brand new PEI plate to actually make it a fair comparison, because the previous PEI plate I had was an old one. So we'll test against a new PEI plate with the new Cool SuperTack plates and see, is it any good? Are they going to stick? Is they actually useful? I don't know. Let's get printing and find out. First thing I've noticed about these Cool SuperTack plates is, well, stuff doesn't come off. Like you can see there. Like normally when they cool down, especially with the PEI plates, with this one starting here, they would just fall off. But you gotta kind of pull it. To deal with this, I use this little scraper tool. So there's a little blade here. Nice. I think this is for cakes, not actual 3D printers, but it's much longer. Like you've seen the ones you get with the Bambu Lab or other 3D printers, they have the small thin blade. I'm like, this is a very flat one. You can put it at the surface and you just skim it. And for comparison, here's the PEI plate, just comes off and off the blade. The one done at the angle, and this is one printed earlier on the PEI plate. I'm not done the angle, printed like that. And with all the prints, let's take a look. We have the ones from the PEI plate, and we have the ones from the Super Cool Tack plate. I'm just looking at the results. If you can put it clip, probably see it best for these, the tracks. If you can see it a little closely, yeah, you can see it a bit. The surface is extremely flat on the Super Cool Tack, as you expect, but we do have some remnants of layer lines coming through. Maybe it was some flow rate issues, but you definitely can't see them. But one good thing about the PEI plate is the texture kind of gets rid of that. So even if you don't have your filament dialed in, you can kind of get away with it. Another thing about this Super Cool Tack plate, as you can kind of see from the previous videos, is it sticks. There's no, so the PEI plate, you just pop it off really easy when it's cool. This stuff, you need a scraper tool to get it off. And if you don't have one of those, you're not gonna get it off. And this is kind of an issue, because a lot of people, I would think, will try and bend this plate. You get a lot of the bed warping could lead to that. I'm not sure how long this plate will last. I've already, so many prints, you've probably got like 5 prints already. There's already marks, as you can see on the print, just from taking stuff off. So I'm not sure if this is gonna last like 6 months, as I have with my previous PEI plates. But now we've printed it, let's make a train.
A few moments later.
And that part's not in the box. Great. So that kind of failed, didn't it? So it seems to turn out that the Endless Loop Express kit is actually not a full kit. There's an electric part to connect, well, the batteries and the motors, what is not provided in the kit. And sadly in Japan, that kit is not sold on the Bambu store. If you're in America, it's sold, but, well, for me in Japan, it's like, oh, why are they even selling this? Well done, Bambu. But back to the view of these plates. As we have the A1 Mini here, we just have some minis. Printing on the A1 Mini, we're just finished. I've been using these for now a week and a bit longer, and I kind of say I'm actually coming to like this plate a lot. I don't think it's for everyone, but if you're a hobbyist like me and quite often just leave the printer running while you're out and you want it to come home and you want stuff to be stuck to the plate, these are lifesaver. As actually I had that problem this week. I left my A1 running with the PEI plate, and this is the minis version, and it kind of just had a print failure. I swapped it over to this one, ran the same print, hit it out, no problem. And I think that's who it's really for, this plate. This plate is really for hobbyists, quite like me, who want things to work, who want things to stick. And the time you need to scrape it off is not an issue, as it's a hobby. It's things to do for enjoyment. But this plate, I can't recommend it for print farms. Why so? As you can see in some of the video of me prepping the parts for the rail kit, and some of the other videos I've been posting on shorts, it takes a lot of time to actually take stuff off these plates. Like right now, I'm actually printing a bunch of miniatures. I'm gonna paint these guys up. These are from Space King. They're pretty cool little guys. And taking each of them off, you can't just pull it off. You gotta scrape it in there, and that costs time. If you're operating a print farm, your time is money when you're doing that. And if every print you gotta cut it out and then just peel it off carefully, because if you're gonna put a lot of force on them to rip them off, you could break these models or parts, and you don't want to do that. So for that, the normal Cool Plate is probably better for you if you're operating in a print farm sort of situation and want to make products. But for me, I just do prototyping, hobby stuff. Right now, this plate is pretty dope. I like it a lot. It sticks, stuff sticks to it, and I lose the worry of if I have to go outside, go do something else, then it's gonna fail. And I think that is kind of worth the cost of it, and it's not too expensive. It's the same price as this one here, but one thing I am not sure of is actually how long this will last, because it's got some sort of cover on it. I don't know if the cover fades, that it's gonna actually not be stick and be useless, or it's gonna last for a long period of time. On the Bambu Lab site, it's fine for over 200 prints and keeps the same quality, but then again, Bambu Lab just sold me a endless train loop without all the parts. So we don't know until we'll keep up testing. But even compared to the PEI plate, even this one here, I'm starting to get sticking failures even on the 5th print in with a brand new PEI plate. And this one here I probably already got through over 10 prints, and on the A1, once running in my little cupboard over there, that is still going hard on the 10th print now on this SuperTack plate. And that's for larger objects like little holders. I mean, just some boxes I've been printing. So I definitely recommend, if you're like me and want the stuff to work, stuff to print, and the texture as well doesn't really matter to you, SuperTack plates, the way to go. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and if you like this content, leave a comment and subscribe. And let's hit the up button.